Royal Caribbean is sending out emails with free offers for drinks, Wi-Fi, and even free dining. And they've also announced big changes coming to Liberty of the Seas. Plus, there's some other things happening on the President's Cruise that looks really interesting. I wanted to share with you everything that's happening in the world of Royal Caribbean so you're kept up to date. Up next. Hey everyone, it's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. If you haven't checked your email recently to look for new emails from Royal Caribbean, now might be the time because Royal Caribbean is handing out some free perks to certain people, and it's really bizarre because I've never seen this before, and it looks amazing. Certain cruisers are getting offers for the choice of one of three options, and they're all freebies. It's really bizarre in a good way. In these very targeted emails, there's been a few people who have reported getting them. You have the choice of one of three things: unlimited Wi-Fi for one device, 3 drink vouchers per day, or a 3-night dining package. That's it. There's no catch. There's no you need to do this or buy this. They're just targeted email offers, and I'm as intrigued as you are. Royal Caribbean's email is called Perks Your Way, and the email says, congrats, as part of being a select group, you've unlocked an exclusive loyalty perk for your upcoming cruise. Choose your favorite today and enjoy it on board. And it's just those choice of 3 things, and I don't know why people are getting these or why Royal Caribbean is sending them out. In fact, one person on Reddit said that they got it, and they only have 20 points in Crown and Anchor Society, making them a gold member. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of interesting why all of a sudden we're seeing these email offers. Again, there's no pattern to them, but these are pretty lucrative. I mean, if you think about the value of each one of these, a 1-device internet package on board the ship starts at $26.99 per day. Then, of course, you have the 3 drinks per day, and assuming a cocktail is $14 before gratuity, that's $42 per day. And then you have a 3-night dining package, which on my upcoming Oasis of the Seas cruise costs $180. So far, there does not appear to be any pattern as to who's getting the offer. So if you're digging through your email right now when you're trying to figure out if you got one, it truly seems to be random. So you have to keep an eye out for it. But if you do get the email, hey, take advantage of it because it appears to be legit. Next up, we've got some big changes coming to Liberty of the Seas. Now, we already knew that Royal Caribbean was going to amplify Liberty of the Seas, but now we know the exact changes coming to the ship. There are some major upgrades coming. First of all, Royal Caribbean is adding a lot of different cabins to some really strange locations. It's not uncommon for Royal Caribbean to add new cabins or amplifications, but they're adding them in bizarre locations, in my opinion. Like, Royal Caribbean is adding new cabins near Adventure Ocean, which is the kids club on board, and I'm not saying they're going to be noisy and loud, but like, I wouldn't want to personally stay in these rooms. I know how loud Adventure Ocean can be. And then on top of that, they're also adding some cabins near the Vitality Fitness Center, which is not uncommon. We've seen these on other ships as well, but there are a lot of new cabins being added. But the new features on board include a new Izumi Teppanyaki restaurant replacing Sabor. I'm not surprised by that one bit. The casino is getting a major expansion, taking over some of the other areas that don't longer have that much traffic with them. There will be a new escape room on board, and the Lime and Coconut is being added. I'll link in the show notes below so you can see a deck-by-deck changes of what's coming to Liberty of the Seas. Needless to say, I'm usually a big fan of these amplifications because they just add more to do on board and truly bring the ship up to date. I am surprised things like Playmakers aren't being added to the ship because Playmakers is a huge hit. It's available on both Independence and Freedom of the Seas, which are the sister ships within the Freedom class to Liberty. I don't know why Royal Caribbean's not adding it, but they aren't, so whatever, but it's kind of strange. But at the end of the day, they are adding El Loco Fresh, which I absolutely love and go to all the time, so I'm in favor of that change. I also received an update from Royal Caribbean that I wanted to share with you about some new things coming forward. First of all, if you're going on Radiance of the Seas and you're doing a 3 or 4 night Caribbean cruise that goes to Nassau and Perfect Day Coquille on Radiance, I've got a promo code for you to use to get unlimited Wi-Fi during your cruise. If you use promo code Wi-Fi 2025, Royal Caribbean is targeting Radiance of the Seas cruisers. This is available for anybody. You just need to use the promo code Wi-Fi 2025 in order to take advantage of it. So hopefully somebody's got a cruise booked on Radiance and can take advantage of that offer. And then speaking of cruises to the Bahamas, well, we've got the President's Cruise coming up very, very soon. In fact, Royal Caribbean's President's Cruise in 25 is coming up in the end of September. And the President's Cruise is basically a celebration of all things Royal Caribbean. It's hosted by Royal Caribbean's president and CEO, Michael Bailey. And this will be the first year I'm actually going on board. It's taking place September 22nd on Utopia of the Seas. And we now have a look at what the itinerary is, starting with day 1. Royal Caribbean's calling it the world's biggest welcome. They say prepare for a rockin' send-off as we kick off with an epic sailaway party and then illuminate the night with a neon glow celebration. Guess I need to pack my 90s fanny pack for that one. Day 2, they're doing the Bold Baja Bash, which is basically a full-day celebration honoring our longtime partnership with the Bahamas. From the vibrant streets of Nassau to the electric energy of the Royal Promenade, it's about flavor, rhythm, and island pride. And they've got some more exciting surprises coming up for day 3 and 4, because they're going to be bringing back some really fun things, evidently, at Perfect Day, Coco Key, and a Sea Day. More on that. The President's Cruise, if you're interested in doing this, I mean, you could still book it, I suppose, but really is a Royal Caribbean fan get-together. It's really a celebration of so many things that are happening within Royal Caribbean, and for a lot of cruisers, it's like a must-do event. I'm trying it for my first time, so I'll have a full look at what the President's Cruise is all about here in our channel as I go on it, but I'm really intrigued by some of these ideas. Speaking of changes Royal Caribbean is making, we've also got 2 new perks coming to the Key. Now, the Key is a VIP program you can purchase to get certain benefits, and it's popular with a lot of people who like getting the front-of-the-line access it provides. But there are 2 new perks, or really one replaced, one added. First of all, they've upped the sports activities benefit from 25 to 50% discount when you purchase a sports activity on board. This is something like the Flowrider Surf Simulator lessons, or perhaps a pickleball lesson on board. If you wanted to purchase it on board, you get basically half off. And again, if you multiply that out by like 2 or 3 or 4 people, the savings really do add up, but it's got to be a popular activity that you're going to want to take advantage of. And then you have a new perk, which is $60 off a $250 spa purchase. So Key members can now take advantage of an added discount that didn't exist before with the spa. What this really is an opportunity, in my opinion, to go from, like, say, a 60-minute option to like a 90-minute option and essentially pay for the 60-minute treatment, if that makes sense. I think this discount is really about extending them rather than offering, half off or a free treatment. It's about getting more value out of it, if you will. I'm not sure, quite frankly, that these 2 changes to the Key are necessarily going to make everybody go, wow, I got to get the Key now. But hey, it is more value than we had with it before. So for what that's worth, there you go. Next up, we've got Legend of the Seas has been successfully floated out. So we just had Star of the Seas launch, and you know what? The next new Icon-class ship is hot on its heels. Legend of the Seas had its float-out ceremony. This is when a new cruise ship, which is still under construction, is being built in a dry dock, and then they literally fill the dry dock with water to make it a wet dock and make sure that the ship can actually float. Kind of an important thing for any cruise ship. It's an important milestone. It tells us kind of where the ship is in its construction. Don't forget, Legend of the Seas begins service next August in 2026. She'll be sailing from Barcelona and offering a short summer season before coming over to Fort Lauderdale in November to offer cruises from Florida. And lastly, we have an update on that water slide on Icon of the Seas. No doubt you saw all about that water slide that broke apart as someone was actually going down. And luckily, that man was only slightly injured, didn't go through it. But as he went down the slide literally broke apart and there was a huge hole in it. Obviously, the slide was closed down at this point, but Royal Caribbean has been making repairs on it, and it appears the slide could be up and running very, very soon. The Frightening Bolt slide has been closed on both Icon of the Seas and Star of the Seas, but according to guests who've been on Icon, it appears that the slide will be reopening soon. It looks like they're replacing the clear section that broke apart with a not clear section. I'm imagining that's stronger, I assume. I'm not a structural engineer. I only play a cruise blogger over here, so I have no idea. But anyway, the point is that this slide could actually be open again. Let me know in the comments below if you actually will try this out. I will tell you this much. Even before this, I hated drop slides because they're super scary in my opinion. I did one on Perfect Day Coco Key, and that was enough for me. But I am a big baby, so, there's that as well. There you have a look at all of this week's cruise news and what's happening around the world of Royal Caribbean. Let me know in the comments below, what is the most surprising thing? Did you get one of those targeted emails from the cruise line? And as I mentioned, will you go down the Frightening Bolt? I'm curious to see your thoughts. And if you'll be on the President's Cruise, let me know you'll be there so I can keep an eye out for you. Actually, probably the other way around. You'll keep an eye out for me because I have no idea what you look like. I only know your usernames. But hopefully, we'll get a chance to meet a lot of friendly faces on board. While you're down below our video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. That way, YouTube lets you know of a brand new video to share. This has been Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. We'll talk again real soon.